Ladies and gentlemen, I have created a true monstrosity in MechWarrior. A little while ago, I was playing in my career and happened to be using something that had machine guns equipped as a sort of backup weapon. It was one of those situations where I had a few tons to spare, had already maxed out my armor, and couldn't think of anything better to equip. I had the ballistics weapons hardpoints, so I figured why not? I'd heard good things about machine guns before, and I actually ended up really liking them. I wasn't sure if it was just placebo or what, but they seemed to do really good damage, and the fact that they were hit scan weapons, which made them incredibly accurate, and also didn't generate heat, made me start to wonder, was there a BattleMech that could utilize these as a primary weapon? The answer to that question was yes. Enter the 45-ton BattleMech known as the Blackjack Arrow, or BGA for short. With hefty bonuses to machine guns like a 30% damage increase, as well as buffs to optimal range, max range, and more, this thing is maybe, just maybe, the ultimate machine guns platform. It allows you to take the humble MG and turn it into something that is borderline broken. Just like our last video, we're going to be running a full lance of these, doing some tinkering around in the MechLab, and seeing just how far a BattleMech equipped with only machine guns can carry us. Of course, we're running the game modded, and you can find a full mod list in the description down below. Let's get started. For our first iteration of this build, we're going to keep things pretty simple. 6 machine guns along with 5 tons of ammunition to ensure that we don't end up running our guns dry. We're running an Engine Core 270 paired with an XXL engine for weight saving purposes, as well as a pair of Jumpjet Class 4s for a little extra mobility. This gives us a pretty respectable top speed of 97 kilometers an hour, and that's before you factor in the equipped Supercharger Mark II, which when used in short bursts, allows us to increase our top speed by an additional 50%. We've got hardened armor and structure endo equipped, which will help us increase our armor and also save a bit of weight. The double heat sinks that come equipped on the mech by default are still here, but I don't think we'll be keeping them around for the duration of the video, as the heat output of this mech is incredibly low. A ballistic fire control system, which will help a bit with our machine gun's accuracy, and a laser AMS for missile defense round out the initial build. Also, we're not going to be forgetting upgrades this time around. Our first test was going to be a 19 difficulty battleground. I figured it would be a cakewalk, but I kinda just wanted to get a feel for what our damage output looked like before we started facing off against assault mechs and the like. I found that this thing was pretty damn effective. Its damage output was solid, and the range honestly wasn't that big of an issue. I wouldn't have called it broken at this point though. It needed something more. I just wasn't sure what that was. That is, until I discovered machine gun arrays. What's better than 6 machine guns? How about a grand total of 16? While the fitting requirements for the 4x light machine gun arrays require us to cut back a little bit on armor, I think it's worth it. Our DPS nearly doubles, jumping from 12.48 on the previous build to 23.3 on this one. And also, since these are light machine guns, we get a nice range bonus too, with our max weapon range now extending out to just shy of 1100 meters. That's also thanks in part to the targeting computer Mark II that we squeezed in, which also gives us a bit more range. This is where things start to go from, okay, this build is pretty good, to wow, this is broken. I mean, just look at this.
Coordinating our attack. Watch out, that mech is going critical.
The only potential downside I could see was the amount of ammo we were chewing through, but it hadn't been an issue yet, and some of the longer missions tended to have ammo restore points available anyways, so I figured we were okay for now. It was time to finally put these things to a real test though, a 90 difficulty stronghold defense mission. Before deploying, we made a couple of other small tweaks to the build. Nothing major, just the addition of a mobility gyro, which gives us a 5% bump in speed, plus a sniper sensors upgrade that gives us a nice 500 meter sensor range bonus. Really, this mission just further solidified for me just how insane this build was starting to feel. Things were getting absolutely melted. Light mechs, medium mechs, assault mechs, didn't really matter. Nothing stood a chance. And I'd be lying if I said it didn't feel good to exact some vengeance on a 16-unit VTOL swarm that appeared, which our Lance just absolutely deleted. There was even a hostile combat leopard that we encountered, which, sure, we did have some friendly turret support shooting at it, but still, I don't think I've ever seen a leopard go down so fast. The only thing that seemed to give us any sort of resistance at all was, surprisingly, waves of tanks. Without cockpits to snipe, they seemed to be just a bit tougher than BattleMechs, but they still died relatively quickly. These Blackjacks were turning out to be absolute monsters, and that opinion was only solidified the longer I sat in the pilot seat. But there was one thing I still wanted to find out. What would happen if we swapped out those light machine gun arrays for heavies? Sure, they would have less range, but the damage, oh the damage. This change brings us up to a staggering 49.92 DPS, more than double the 23.3 we had earlier. We're going to switch over to live narration as we try these out to see just how much deadlier these things could possibly get. Enjoy. Alright, so I figured to test out what's probably going to be the final iteration of this build for this video with the heavy machine gun arrays. We're going to try a 100 difficulty battlefield contract against House Steiner here. Figured this would be a good test to see just how capable these Blackjacks are. Let's go ahead and queue this up.
We're reading heavy weather warnings out there, Commander.
So this is a 400-ton mission. We're going to be bringing in 180 tons of that 400 allotment. And we will see just how capable these truly are. I'm thinking the damage is going to be pretty insane, but we shall see. Alright, here we go. I think I did end up throwing 1 extra ton of ammo on my BattleMech compared to my allies here. I think we had to sacrifice a little bit of armor. I really don't want to run out of ammunition here, especially if we don't have an opportunity to rearm, and not every mission offers that. Let's get over here and clear off these existing forces. We've got a max range of 471 meters on these heavy machine guns. You can see our allies are just melting them. Alright, let's open up on this guy. Yeah, that damage seems pretty insane. Alright, let's head down here and see what sort of waves of enemies we get put up against. I'm hoping due to the difficulty we'll get a nice variety of different types of assault mechs.
Commander, you've got the Ops Force's attention. They are converging on your position. Brace for hostile contact.
We're gonna run over here and snag these guys as they're coming off their leopard.
New target, Hunchback. Target acquired.
Lance target received.
Throw our allies on the riflemen there.
Target down and going critical.
Yeah, that damage is just nuts. Wow. Alright, let's see if we can find these other ones.
Hostiles have been dispatched.
I can't target that. We have your target, Commander. Kill, Commander. That mech is about to go critical. Enemy mech destroyed.
Yeah, that is just absolutely nasty.
Destroyed.
Just kind of got to be careful with the incoming damage. As you can see, I've already taken some decent amount of damage there on my back right torso.
New target, Battlemaster.
Invalid target. We're on it, Commander. Tango down.
But man, we're just melting through them. It's really not even fair. Oh my god.
About to go crit.
Take out this tank up here real quick.
Recon has spotted additional bogies, heading along a trajectory that intersects with your position.
I think this might be the most damage I've ever done with a build. Don't know if anything comes close to this.
Armor spotted.
Target Target acquired.
I mean, dear lord, that is just crazy.
Target acquired.
Following your lead. Location order received. Let's move.
Target acquired.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Target destroyed.
I mean, they just insta-killed that thing.
Your objective is complete, Commander. When you're ready to
Okay,
leave
well
the
that
bridge,
was
follow the
extremely
ship
easy.
and we'll get you
Let's
out
get out of
there.
here and we'll run another. Alright, so with that last mission being way too easy, we're going to hop into what I believe is one of the most difficult missions I could possibly grab, which is a difficulty 250 endgame battleground contract. So we're going to go ahead and queue up for this. Alright, our objectives are to eliminate all hostiles and to obtain encryption keys from both allied mechs before they die and prevent base destruction. Okay, and I think this is actually the first time I've ever gone into one of these endgame contracts. I've never had a lance that I felt comfortable enough with to go into one of these, so this could get interesting. I'm not worried about our damage output. I'm more so worried about incoming damage here. If we can manage to avoid taking any, I think we'll be okay. Well, I guess that goes for any battle mech, but you know what I mean. That there could be some pretty beefy boys in here, so we're going to want to try to avoid taking as much damage as possible.
We're on it, Commander. Good kill, Commander. That mech is about to go critical.
Acquired.
Tango down.
Destroyed. New target.
Target received. Engaging.
Target destroyed.
We're on it, Commander.
So far things are looking good. We're doing what we were doing before. We're just melting through everything. It's to obtain an encryption key. So how do we actually do this? Okay, so you just walk up to him.
New target.
You heard the commander. Take that target.
Let's melt this guy real quick. There we go.
Target destroyed. Target
Coordinating our attack.
God, it is almost not even fair how much damage we're outputting. We've got a mini VTOL swarm coming in.
Land target received.
Let's try to take out these guys before they arrive.
acquired. Target
Oh, that guy's going critical.
Enemy mech destroyed.
target destroyed. Target acquired.
Alright, here's the VTOL. This shouldn't be a problem. We should melt him pretty quick.
Target destroyed.
Don't have the range we had the last time we faced off against VTOL, but
Destroyed.
we should melt them even quicker than that time.
Target
We're basically just clicking on them and deleting them out of existence, which is nice. Oh, a little bit of lag there.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Alright, that takes care of the VTOL swarm.
New
Let's get back and take care of these assault mechs over here.
On target.
target acquired.
Clear the commander's kill. It's about to explode.
Target destroyed.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Target
Just
destroyed.
melting them, it's crazy. Let's take care of this tank over here.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
So I almost didn't realize I had to approach the friendly base and download the data, so we're knocking that out real quick. See if we can get eyes on some of these other assault mechs coming in. This is going surprisingly good so far. We've been able to mitigate incoming damage pretty well, thanks in part to the insane DPS we're doing. Oh boy, that is a lot of enemies. Alright.
Form up. Hostile mech detected.
Let's try to take them out one by one here. Just like that. That's what we need to keep doing. Although there's a lot here.
Copy. Lance target identified. Good kill, Commander. That mech is about to go critical.
Ammo low.
I don't like that ammo low notification. Gonna have to be super conservative with our ammo here.
Have your target, Commander.
23, almost 2,400 rounds left. We're gonna let our friendlies polish this guy off. Right.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Target destroyed.
Okay, that Atlas is down already.
Share target identified.
Alright, let's take the stalker out.
That kills reactor is about to go.
Alright, I think this might be our last enemy here.
Updated.
Target destroyed.
Oh, we've got one more wave. I don't like the looks of this. I do not have enough ammo. Don't think we have any way to rearm ourselves in here. Well, since it's a VTOL swarm, we might actually be okay. That is a lot of VTOLs, but they don't take a lot of ammo to deal with.
Acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Enemy destroyed.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Ammo depleted.
Tango
Yep, that's all our ammo. Okay.
Incoming missile.
Alright, we just gotta hope our allies can thin these out. Which I can't tell if our allies are out of ammo. I think they might be.
destroyed.
So we need a way, we need to either just have more ammo coming in with us,
Target acquired.
figure out some other solution here. I think we're unfortunately going to have to abort this one. Alright, let's head back.
Our employer will not like this.
Alright, so to deal with our ammunition problem we're encountering, I think we're gonna drop off the targeting computer. While yes, the extra range from it is nice, with how low our range is now, I mean, the 7% isn't making a huge difference, and that's an extra 2 tons for ammo. So, I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm going to go ahead and make this change on our allies as well, and we will queue up for another mission. Alright, so now that we've got our BattleMechs fitted up with some additional ammo, we're going to go ahead and take them into one more in-game battleground contract. So we can see if we're able to finish it out. Alright, let's go. I'm thinking those additional 2 tons should be more than enough. This is an interesting map we found ourselves on here. Let's see what it looks like once we get a little bit closer to our objective. Gonna start making our way there.
Target destroyed. New target.
We're on it, Commander.
Target acquired.
Gonna try to be conservative with our ammo here.
Target destroyed.
Gonna go grab the encryption keys off of our allies over here.
New target Atlas. Target acquired.
We have your target,
Take this guy out. That is a lot of assault mechs. Okay, let's take out this awesome over here first. Gonna wait for him to face me so I can get some headshots in. Come on.
Good kill, Commander. That mech is about to go critical.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
And this thing is definitely a headshot machine. And we got our first encryption key. Let's go grab this other one. That is a lot of VTOLs, okay.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
They're focusing us. This could be a bit of an issue. I'm gonna try to break line of sight with them.
Target acquired.
Some of them are just out of our range.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Target destroyed.
I think our friendlies are finally starting to clear them up.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Enemy destroyed.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Might be the most dangerous thing we encounter.
Target destroyed. New target BattleMaster.
Gotta be careful here because if we lose our weapons, we're gonna be in serious trouble.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Who would have thought that VTOLs in the end still would have been our most hated rival? Can deal with assault mechs, no problem, but those things, they scare me.
Destroyed.
Gonna finish doing our upload here, about halfway there.
Coordinating our attack.
Gonna send our allies after that guy. They should be able to take him down without much difficulty.
Data transfer complete.
Alright, data transfer complete. We can move out. Start dealing with some of these hostiles.
Acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Just melting through them. Love to see it. Still looking pretty good on ammo.
Target Victor. Target destroyed.
One in a million. Nice shot.
Assuming we're gonna get a final wave of enemies after these guys. So that's really what I need to be making sure I have enough ammo for.
Target destroyed.
Lance target received. Enemy mech down. Copy. Lance target identified.
Target destroyed.
Stalker has a nice big juicy cockpit, makes easy shooting. Now let's see if we can track down whatever's left here.
Target received. Engaging.
We got just a few more left over here.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Yeah, those are some satisfying headshots you get with these. Just something about the sound effect of the machine gun that's so satisfying for me.
Near the commander's kill. It's about to explode.
2 left, it looks like.
Target destroyed. Target.
Shared target identified. Well placed kill shot, my friend.
Alright, we've got a little over 9,300 rounds left for this final wave, so let's see if that's enough. Let's see which direction these guys are going to be coming from. Alright, we have to eliminate a combat leopard. Let's see where it is. Now, hopefully we can get within range of this thing, otherwise that could be a problem.
Target acquired.
Shared target identified.
We gotta get up underneath this thing and try to melt it quick, because it is gonna do some damage. I'm not liking that.
Incoming missile.
Almost in range, and we are taking some shots. Oh, I'm not liking this. I do not like this map at all. Oh god. Putting in some damage on him though. These PPC rounds hurt my soul though. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Alright, let's see if we can finish this in one of our friendly mechs. That was kind of unfortunate.
If you find the acquisition, just walk up to it in order to
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna be able to clear it. That thing puts off some serious damage. Come on, die. Well, that was a little scary, but we did it. Look at that, we got a Hero Marauder for a reward there. Not a bad haul. Gonna be a bit of a repair bill after that. But yeah, I think that this sort of proves that a all machine gun build is not only viable, it might just be flat out broken. I'm not even sure if the Blackjack Arrow is the penultimate, like, the absolute best machine gun platform in the game. There might be something out there that is better than it. I would love to try out some sort of an assault mech build that had just, an insane amount of machine guns, although I could see ammo being a problem if you had much more than what this has. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below if you have a favorite machine gun platform, and if there's anything you would like to see me try out next. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.